it's Maria Toya. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. It helps me a lot. On this channel, we tackle a whole bunch of things, and today we're tackling Peng Black Girls by Enny featuring Amia Brave and the remix by Enny featuring Jorja Smith. Alright guys, there is so much to talk about. If you haven't heard the song before, make sure you go listen to it after this video. I'm telling you, listen to the original song, listen to the remix, both great, both amazing. But let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this song. This song has caused a social media frenzy. I'm talking TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Clubhouse, everywhere you can imagine, people are talking about this song. And listen, I'm gonna explain it to you guys. We're gonna talk about it. This song, Peng Black Girls, got a lot of traction, especially when Jorja Smith hopped on the track and they did a Colors video together. If you're not familiar with Colors, it's like a live performance thing. They have like a lot of artists featured on there. It really took off. It went viral on all platforms. Like, I'm pretty sure it's at like 1.6 million. You know, it's growing really fast because the song is great. Peng Black Girls, how could you go wrong with that? Like, come on. But a lot of people were upset at the fact that the original song wasn't the one that was featured on Colors. The original song, like I said, had Enny and Amia Brave. And you know, people were saying that colorism has to do with this. I'm gonna give a definition of colorism if you don't know. So colorism is prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. Or there is this debate of, it's not colorism, it's just because she has a bigger platform, or it might be a combination of both, right? It was a lot of debates, a lot of disagreements, and we will talk about it, okay, y'all? That's just the basis of what's going on. I wanna like provide a timeline, break down what we're gonna talk about in this video, the order, structure to it, and everything. There's a lot to touch on. You're like, what? For a song? Yes, there is a lot to touch on. First, we're gonna talk about the original song, and then we'll talk about the remix, and then talk about the reception with kind of both of them, the negative reception and some of the positive reception as well. And then both Enny and Amia Brave kind of talked about the reception and their thoughts on this. And then I'll kind of share my thoughts. I'll be sharing my thoughts like within the video, but then I'll really share my thoughts towards the end. And then we'll talk about the lyrics to the song, because at the end of the day, y'all, this song is fire. Peng Black Girl. Okay, let me stop, because y'all know how it can get. We're touching on a lot of things, y'all. We're touching on a lot of things. Okay, so the music video for Peng Black Girls dropped November 2nd, 2020. But what I can say is that I started seeing clips from the music video on Twitter early December, I guess. I'm not the type of person to really watch music videos on Twitter just because like my attention span is so short. So I was like, all right, let me add it. Boom, bada bang. Little did I know I had actually added the remix version. Enny and Amia Brave are definitely newer artists, so we're really gonna be talking about the music video for this part, the original song. I would play it out for you guys, but I don't want to get copyrighted, all right? Dark skin, light skin, medium tone. The message I'm getting is that this is a song that is supposed to uplift all Black women, regardless of how you look, your shade. We're all beautiful in our own right. We're all Peng Black girls, you see? And that's exactly what the music video portrays. It features all sizes, all colors of Black women. They even talk about the hair in the song. You know, we got natural hair, we got relaxed hair, we got wigs, weaves, all of it. And that's how we are as Black women. Like, we don't all look the same. We're not all the same. We're comprised of a range of different features. We have all these things that make us unique. I love the combination of Amia Brave's voice with Enny. I love the message. I really felt included in the music video. Like, representation matters, and I think about, you know, little old me, like seeing something like that, it's inspiring. If you don't know, I'm dark skinned. If you didn't know, hello. As a dark skinned woman who has had self-image issues, who has had self-esteem issues, all rooted because of her skin color, it's amazing to see. Like, to me, I just got upbeat vibe. Y'all can't tell me nothing, cause what? I'm a Peng Black girl. Yeah. I do also want to touch on Amia Brave's voice. I think she has a very unique voice, light, nice, kind of soft voice. She had such a beautiful smile on the song. Y'all, you know what we also need to talk about in this music video? They showed their Nigerian culture in that music video. Yo, that's my culture. I'm pretty sure they're Yoruba too. They had their aunties and moms in the video with the Iro and Buba. Like, I was like, yes, Like, that is what I want to see. If y'all don't know, yes, I am Nigerian, Yoruba tribe. You already know the vibes. Honestly, maybe I should have worn my Iro and Buba for this video, y'all. So now we're gonna talk about the Colors video. The video that went crazy, that had everyone putting their opinions and going at each other. We're gonna talk about Enny first. I was obsessed instantly. Her rapping style is just so effortless, and her flow is just amazing, and her little rhymes and the way that everything just comes together. I don't have a gang with me, but I still walk with a gangsta lean, yup. And for a newer artist to perform in something like that, I feel like she did great. Like, she's a pro, like, naturally. You just came out, you just recently dropped music, and you already have a hit? Nah, who does that? Enny does that, yes. And then Jorja Smith comes, she does her verse, right? Jorja Smith, she kind of does like the hook. Okay, all right, okay. Oh, I can't sing. And I really enjoyed her verse as well. She said, Enny said, there's Peng black girls in my area code. I want to talk about the lyrics now, but we'll talk about it later. In the Colors video, Jorja Smith's singing was very effortless. Like, she would be singing all that high and lows and whoa, belting, I guess they call it. I don't know. She would barely be moving her mouth, but like, her voice would make it seem like she's doing like, okay, I'm gonna try my best to do an example. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. I found that really mesmerizing to see her just chill and effortlessly sing. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the reception of this. How the public took it, how social media took it, what the comments said. We're gonna start off with the positive comments, and then we'll go into the other stuff. Came for Jorja Smith and stayed for Enny. Her bars were fire. All my respect for these two women and the lyrics of this song. Without black people, music would not be the same. Pure admiration. That's facts. Someone said, best color show, no cap. When Jorja said, my hair looks different today, so don't touch my hair, all black women felt that. There are a lot of positive comments, but there also are a lot of negative comments, or just opinions that it should have been Amia Brave on the Colors performance instead of Jorja Smith, or maybe all three of them. I don't like how the media is showing only Jorja's part. Like, this is Enny's song, not Jorja's. I felt so bad that Amia, who's amazing, isn't getting the recognition she deserves. So here is when we kind of get into the colorism comments. I don't know. It's just weird because replacing Amia Brave with a lighter skinned singer like Jorja represents everything this song feels like it should be against. Jorja's sound is nice, but there was something very personal and real about having two darker skinned black women singing to me. Should have been Enny, Amia Brave, and Jorja Smith. Amia Brave really made the original song sound unique. But couldn't she have kept her feature? She sounded better, and we all peeped the irony of replacing the dark-skinned girl. Amia being removed doesn't sit right with me. They clearly added Jorja for more streams. So that was the YouTube comments. Twitter was not as kind as the YouTube comments, I would say. They didn't hold back, but if you know Twitter, that's how it is. One comment says, not y'all cutting Enny out of her own song about black girls to highlight Jorja Smith. And then the comments after this are just not that kind. We have, as she sings about stereotypes that would never be applied to her. There's a lot of comments about people saying that this song is meant for dark-skinned women. This is supposed to be like a dark-skinned woman anthem, and having Jorja on the song, having this one go viral, defeats the purpose of the message of the song. And do I agree with that? No, but we'll talk about it. Oh, and I wanted to go back to the YouTube comment a little bit. When someone said, when Jorja said, my hair looks different today, so don't touch my hair, all black women felt that. Then people are saying she's biracial, not black, questioning her blackness. If we go back to this, you see Jorja Smith, yeah. Under the video, we'll see some responses, some comments saying, of course y'all are highlighting the light-skinned girl who is the feature, and basically said, F the actual artist of the song Enny. That is dark-skinned. Y'all are disappointing. And then we have, she's talking about colorism like it negatively affects her. Someone is saying Jorja Smith is overrated because she's Peng and we're all letting it slide. Wild how black men suddenly know how to protect and defend when someone says Jorja Smith can't sing. Ooh. Leave it to y'all to cut out the dark-skinned girl in a song about colorism. So as you could clearly see, there is a lot of debate surrounding this song. Are a couple of things that kind of popped up multiple times. The idea that Amia Brave should have been on the Colors performance as she is a newer artist and it would help bring exposure to her. The idea that we are highlighting so much on Jorja Smith that we're not focusing on Enny as much as it is originally her song. And then we have another side of like, Jorja Smith shouldn't even be on the song at all. She's not really black. She doesn't fit in. This is a song for dark-skinned women. Boom. This is colorism. This is why I exist. This is light-skin privilege. Whew. Okay, guys. It's a lot. I do believe that everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I don't agree with a lot of the things that people are saying. And I hope you guys could respect my opinion as well. If you have a different opinion, let me know down in the comments below. We can have a healthy conversation. When I saw the music video, it didn't even cross my mind about Amia Brave. I guess it's because of what we saw going viral. What we saw through the Colors performance was Enny and Jorja Smith. Then after reading the comments, as I usually do, I read comments during videos. I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, it is kind of true. Like, why wasn't she on it? I went back to the original version, saw the music video, enjoyed it, and appreciated it. Out this idea of trying to tear Jorja Smith down or to try to tear Amia down, or Enny even. So this is the first comment that I want to talk about. The comment was obviously made by a male who I guess is appreciating, you know, her voice, her looks, her body, all of that. And I think this is a part of what kind of struck this social media frenzy, because it's like, it was originally Enny's song, right? You could appreciate Jorja Smith, that's fine. But it does kind of make us think, all right, why are we so much appreciating Jorja Smith? Why are we putting so much emphasis on Jorja Smith and not Enny? Because Enny's a beautiful girl. Her flow, her lyrics in that song, what? I guess to some black women, it's perceived that guys are only focused on Jorja Smith because of her lighter skin tone. In the video, it's cut, guys. It doesn't show Enny's part whatsoever. So it's like, yeah, they don't even care about Enny, even though this is originally her song. With this part, I low-key agree. I do feel like there might be a sense of underlying colorism in this that maybe the guy was not completely aware of. And it's like this in a lot of different avenues. When this went viral, as it's going viral, there is so much focus on Jorja Smith. Even looking at YouTube videos with people talking about this song, thumbnail is only Jorja Smith. Why is that? Why not Enny and Jorja Smith? Dark-skinned black women have a history of being overshadowed by light-skinned women, white women. And to see that happening as well on the timeline, like, people are gonna speak up about it. You know, they're gonna call people out on it. And I think that's important. Think about, okay, why are we highlighting so much on Jorja Smith? Yeah, she's the more popular artist. Yeah, she's very talented, but whose song is it? What I'm not a fan of is people questioning Jorja Smith's blackness. She's black and she's white. Her dad is Jamaican and her mom is white. And you know, we saw countless of comments of people saying like, she's not black, she's mixed. She shouldn't even be on the song, da 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 da. When you listen to the song, like I said, it's a range. This song is for all black girls, all colors, all shades. It's supposed to be inclusive. So there is no reason why we should negate Jorja Smith from the song. There's no reason why we should bash her. And then we have the comment saying that Amia Brave should have been on the song. Compared to Jorja Smith, Amia Brave is darker, right? And that's when conversations start to happen as like, was Amia Brave excluded from this Covers performance because of her darker skin color? It's unfortunate that Amia Brave is not on the Colors performance. Maybe it could have been the three of them, but the Colors performance specifically focused on the remix. Some people prefer the remix, some people prefer the original. I get two different vibes from them. The original is more upbeat. The remix with Jorja Smith kind of has more of like a chill vibe to it. Maybe that's what Colors wanted to put out there, right? And there's so many different layers to this, guys, and we don't know what could have happened. I was just so surprised by the hate that people were spewing out towards dark-skinned women, towards Jorja Smith. Oh, she can't sing, she's not black, she doesn't need to be on the song, she doesn't relate. Like, who are you to tell her she can't relate? Like, we don't know her. We don't know none of them. People feel so strongly that Amia Brave should have been on the Colors performance. Make sure you guys stream her music. Support all of them. I have their songs down below. And then also, if we think about it, y'all, on these social medias, on all these platforms, we have people talking about Amia Brave. She should have been in this. There should have been more attention on her. People are talking about it. Conversations are happening. Okay, so let's turn those conversations that are happening, that are bringing our attention to this version and Amia Brave. Let's invest in her. You know, let's give her attention as well through her music. I'm a firm believer that colorism exists. Like, I'm very vocal about colorism. I've talked about experiences with colorism on this channel multiple times. Colorism definitely plays a role in this. Jorja Smith has benefited from light skin privilege. Her success is partially because of how well of a singer she is, but partially because of her features, her light skin features, her ideal body type that people are looking for. Oh, speaking on ideal body, if we also want to look at how well this remix is doing, some could even argue like it's because of looks, not only on the colorism aspect, but on body type as well. To society, to a lot of people, Jorja Smith has what we call an ideal body type. She's thick, she's curvy. Then we look at Amia Brave, who is a bigger girl. Size and body type is not as well represented as a body type as, let's say, Jorja Smith. So maybe that plays a role as well. And some may argue that someone like me who is skinny, who has never experienced the shame that bigger people go through, has no place, has no role to be speaking on this. Even to further expand on that, who do we see that's glorified? What body types are glorified? Skinny women, thick women, light-skinned women. People still skin bleach. People still bleach their skin to make themselves lighter, to make themselves more desirable, to boost their self-esteem. There's so many things. I want to touch on why a lot of women were very vocal about this colors performance. I believe Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women, were tired of this desire of light-skinned women. It's sad that a song that was kind of meant to bring us together divided us in a lot of different ways that I've touched on before. The Black community, we have arguments on a bunch of things, whether that be colorism, light skin versus dark skin, Black Americans versus British Americans, Africans versus African Americans, Africans versus Africans based on your region. There's a lot of things that divide us for sure. So based on the backlash, I guess, or some of the negative responses, both Amia Brave and Enny kind of talked about it. I haven't heard too much from Jorja Smith, but maybe I just haven't seen it. In a Clubhouse room, Enny spoke about the controversy and kind of put her 2 cents on this and her feelings towards what everyone is saying and how people are viewing Jorja Smith. And the Clubhouse room is called Enny featuring Jorja Smith. Should she have been a feature?
That's the first couple lines of the song. There's Peng Black girls in my area code, dark skin, light skin, medium tone. There's always been a division amongst Black people. I've seen it and I hate it, and that's what also inspired those first lyrics of the song, which is why I wrote that section. I dropped my first song in April, so I'm an unknown artist also. So that narrative of, oh, Enny's underrated, who is this girl? It doesn't make sense because I've only dropped one song. A particular person heard this song, and somehow Jorja heard the songs. She heard 2 versions of the song. She heard the original, and she heard the remix, which just had my verse on it. She heard what I was saying, she was inspired, and she wrote her words. And I said, shit, man, like, she's spitting bars, she's saying some shit. She's not saying some random stuff. She came back, she was inspired, and she wrote something beautiful. And from outside now, looking at it, how it can look weird, seeing that, okay, Amia was on the original, and there's a light-skinned girl on the remix. But for me, it was just art. It was a beautiful moment. I shared such beautiful moments creating the songs with both the artists. So it's like, to see this narrative spilled everywhere, it's just very dumb, and it's annoying, and it's embarrassing, because it's like, I understand there's a big issue in colorism. I'm not negating that. I know that. I'm a dark-skinned woman. But like, to form a narrative, uneducated narratives, on a song that's meant to be positive, that's meant to bring everyone together, which my intention was, it's been like kind of disgusting to see and disheartening.
So as you can see, Enny is clearly upset about the reception she's been getting. We learn a couple things. She doesn't believe that there was a colorism aspect to this whole controversy. The message that she was trying to portray is for it to be inclusive, for it to be a song that included all shades of Black women. So, you know, I can understand why she's disappointed. Even the Clubhouse, should she have been a feature? Whoa, like that's like coming hard. I wasn't in the Clubhouse room, so I don't know what else was said. We look at it from Enny's perspective. This song is blowing up, but it's unfortunate that this song that is blowing up, there's so much backlash and so much negative comments with it. It's hard for her to even enjoy her success because people are saying all these negative things. There's a way to highlight all 3 of these women without bashing one or the other. Then we have this article. Amia says that she doesn't think being left out of the remix was a malicious thing and believes that it wasn't the fault of Enny or Jorja, but instead she questions the acts of the decision makers. Oh, this is a good part, that it's also important to note that Amia isn't signed to a label while Enny is signed to a label, the same label as Jorja. It looks like Amia doesn't know why she couldn't have been in the remix. And then we have this quote saying, Peng Black Girls is a song about uplifting Black women, so the removal of the dark skin Amia Brave makes uncomfortable optics. Whew. Yeah, it looks bad, but understanding the reasoning probably will help. It was nice hearing from Mia that she doesn't put blame on Jorja nor Enny. I do feel like, and I really hope that this song skyrockets both of their careers. So in this last bit, I'm gonna be talking about some of the lyrics from the song. Perm tings, braids got mini afros, thick lips got hips, some of us don't. Like, I'm hearing this, I'm like, yes, we as Black women, we all come in different shapes and sizes. We have different hairstyles. And I could tell you, like, I definitely had my hair permed before. I definitely had braids. I have braids under here, like, and when I take out my hair, like, it's a mini afro. So I can relate to all three of these things. Whether you relate to just one or the other, like, that is okay as well, right? These are just some of the things that make us Black women. Thick lips got hips, some of us don't. I don't got hips, y'all. I don't got hips, and that is okay. Like, I'm still a Peng Black girl, all right? I used to think that hip dips were hips. Like, I would look in the mirror and I would see my hip dips and I was like, oh, I got hips. Until someone brought it to my attention, like, no, baby, those are hip dips. Like, you know, you're built like a fridge. And it's okay. Now I love my hip dips, kind of. We got a working relationship. Never want to put us in the media, bro. We need songs like this to show that representation matters. Want a fat booty like Kardashians? No. Want a fat booty like my auntie got? Yo. This is one of my favorite lines because who originally had the big booties? It wasn't no Kardashians. It was Black women. Ben had big booties, right? Like our aunties. Okay, I also like this line. Want a house with a view and a new pair of shoes. With this line, I kind of just interpreted it as just wanting nice things in life. For her, that's a new pair of shoes, a house with a view. You know, a lot of times we don't see Black women just enjoying luxurious things. There's always a controversy. There's always a controversy with Black women enjoying luxurious things in life in a way that we don't see with other races. Why? I'd probably listen to this song 170 times. Like, I'm not even joking. I think I need some time away. I took a little time. I prayed we're gonna be all right. Okay. You know, when I'm feeling low, when I feel like I need to pull back, I pray 100% and it helps me a lot. And just the idea of just we as Black women, we are gonna be okay. Just to hear that we're going to be okay. When we have that thing that's like the pain, the fight, we love, we fight, we hurt, we cry. Yes. Black women experience all these emotions. I feel like it's pointing out at this idea that Black women are supposed to just be strong all the time and be tough, and no, who said that? However you feel, however you are, that's what makes you unique. And I appreciate that the song is addressing that. Now we're on to like Jorja Smith's rapping part. You know, I didn't even know she was rapping when I first heard the song. She's talking about hair again, look at your crown, natural, relaxed, like being inclusive. Whether you have natural hair, whether you have relaxed hair, like it's beautiful either way. She's talking about where Black girl magic is sometimes blue, and she did this because we have blue magic, the hair product, so it's like a play on words with that. But you know, when I heard this line, I was like, where Black girl magic is sometimes blue, I was thinking of blue in the sense of like a feeling of blue. When people say they feel blue, it's like they feel sad. So I was kind of like, yes, you know, we have this Black girl magic that is like, ooh, like, you know, Black girl magic, like, it's just excellence, right? It's hard to just want to like just sit in your excellence and take a break and relax, or kind of just feel everything. Sometimes those feelings could be sad. So I looked at it as where Black girl magic is sometimes blue, where, you know, sometimes we get sad, sometimes we feel blue. Then we might have broke a hairband or two. Yes, definitely have broken a hairband. I was Black back when it wasn't even in style. Yes, I've been a Black girl. Now I could even take that further. I was Black before even dark skin was in style. Oh, and I want to go back to Jorja Smith's line where she said, I know that my hair looks a bit different today, so don't touch my hair. Like Solange said, don't touch my hair. Am I a petting zoo? I really wanted us to talk about the lyrics because I feel like this is a song where it's not just the beat, it's the beginning, the middle, and the end. It's the lyrics, it's the words that they're saying. It's words that a lot of Peng Black girls can relate to. It's relatable, it's inclusive. So I don't even know how long this video is, but what I can tell you is that I have been talking for a long time. At the end of the day, remember to support all three artists, listen to their music, give them a chance, and develop your own opinion regardless of what you are hearing on social media. All right, I'm so happy to be in an era where we can appreciate songs like this. Like, it reminds me of when I was in high school. You know, people will always be like, oh, what era would you want to live in if you could? And all my classmates would say 1920s, the roaring 20s. And yes, they were. And so, you know, I would go along with them like, oh yeah, the 20s, Great Gatsby. But I always felt weird saying that, and I was like, I never really liked that question, because it's like, the 20s, y'all see my skin color? Like, what? But now if someone were to ask me today, what era would you want to experience be in? I would say today, this is the most representation I've seen as a dark-skinned Black woman, as a Nigerian woman, as an African woman. It's hard being Black. It's hard being a woman. It's hard being both. It's hard being dark-skinned. To see representation like that, to listen to a song like this, to watch that music video with Enny and Amia Brave, it gives me hope. The song makes me so happy to just be me, to not try to be what everyone wants me to be or what I see on social media. There's so many things that make me unique, and I'm going to continue to embrace and love on those things that make me unique, that make me Maria. Wow, we really spent all this time talking about one song. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really stay to the end, like, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Bye.